Welcome. You know, I recently just had a thought, and this is why I'm on here. I was finding that it was really difficult for me to like keep all my thoughts together, right? Not necessarily keep them all together because what was it? It's like on average we have something over don't quote me on this, but 50,000 thoughts or maybe it might be 12,000. I'll have to look it up. That run through our head every day, right? We have 12 to 50,000 because I don't remember, but it's thousands of thoughts that run through our head every single day. Now there's continuous thoughts that seem to run through my head, and that's been running through my head, and I'm trying to sort them all out. I really do my best to sort them all out, and I don't know if it's an MS thing or if it's just me just being a normal person and everybody has a ton of thoughts, or maybe I have some sort of anxiety that just hasn't been diagnosed. Who knows? All I'm trying to say is I have plenty of thoughts that go through my head every single day, but there's been a continuous few that have been going through my head within the past 48 hours as to one, how it is that I'm going to set certain things up, and then the amount of cost that it's gonna essentially affect. That was not put together well. There you go. That's the MS kicking in. I feel I am unable to put words together too properly sometimes, especially if I haven't had enough caffeine, which is terrible. But sometimes I just don't put words together properly. So I'm glad that everybody's keeping up and holding on. But yeah, so I just haven't been able to really put them in folders, because I feel there's an art form to being able to have a bunch of thoughts and a bunch of things that you need to do, and then put them in folders. It's separated, organized folders, almost as if it's a filing cabinet, which I am trying to learn how to do for myself, so that way I'm not having just these run around of thoughts. But what I've found is really, really helpful, in all honesty, is one, noticing the fact that when I have stuff like that going on, it's usually just predetermined anxiety. It's a little bit of anxiety, and not necessarily, maybe not classified or defined as anxiety, but more so just I have things that I need to do that I'm putting off and I'm not getting done. And so therefore it's almost like having clutter. It's like being a hoarder. If you hoard a bunch of shit and then your house looks messy, right? It's kind of that's what goes on in your head, or at least that's what goes on in my head. Is I'm hoarding a bunch of shit because I'm not getting that shit done, and so therefore it's clouding my head. It's still in there when it could have just been out because I could have already had it done, but because it's not done, it's still stuck in there and it's still in my head and it's taking up space. So therefore, since it's taking up space in my mind, I can't think towards the future. I can't think of the next step. Saying all that out loud actually makes it make sense. So that was a light bulb. Wow. Yeah, perfect. Okay, so I have a bunch of shit I need to get done. Not a bunch, because I did what I did was I wrote it all out. But yeah, so there's just a bunch of stuff that's still stuck in my head. So I think the overall lesson here, that in all honesty we just learned together, because I was just talking out loud in order to kind of have a therapy session and realize what needed to be happening. But lesson learned, if you have shit to do it, because if you don't do it, then you're just gonna be thinking about it, and then you can't think towards the future, which is huge. This is huge. This is mind-blowing. We're growing, we're learning together. This is fucking great. But yeah, so I just have stuff that I need to do, which is why it's Easter right now, and I'm gonna work today, because I not only, so I'm trying to obviously do YouTube, which at this point, based off of kind of what I've seen with regards to the comments and kind of what it is that you guys have detailed back to me, kind of just the feedback, for right now I won't change how it is that I'm presenting myself, just because one, yeah, I'm a real person. I'm just gonna be real with you guys. I think being fictitious and fucking doing all this glitz and glam shit, it's cool. It's cool, being able to do all the video editing, and potentially at some point maybe I'll do that, but let's just fucking have a conversation. Let's just make it easy. And I think like we're just like so caught up in this technology space where it just like we get so far ahead when it just could be like just like a real, like, you know, I'm real, and then you get the realness out of me because I'm not gonna fucking fake it with you. But yeah, so for right now, just based on what I've seen, this is what makes sense for you guys. So I'll keep doing this, but yeah, so I'm doing YouTube. I'm now gonna try to make this YouTube stuff work. I want to be more consistent because I didn't know that people were actually watching. So that's good to know. Ooh, I need my glasses. That's good to know that people actually watch this. So I'll definitely keep on top of that. Also, if you are watching this, I do have a TikTok channel. And this is kind of fun. It's kind of fun because like I get to come on here onto YouTube and I get to just be like my raw live self and like talk about things that go on throughout my day and throughout my life. And then on like TikTok, like those are just little snippets. And like honestly, on TikTok, I just get to be like a shithead. Like, in all honesty, like, it's like I get to express myself in all sorts of platforms. And then obviously, not obviously, because I don't think a lot of the people that watch me on YouTube, I don't think some of you guys know, but like I am a licensed insurance broker. So I do, for my full-time job is a 1099 where I am a life insurance broker. I do have the license for that. So there is that I do, and that's my professional side of things. So like I get to have like 3 different personalities. It's kind of fun. But the thing is that it's not 3 different personalities. Look how far this conversation just got off task. Like we were talking about the fact that I needed to get stuff done, and now we're here. This is kind of fun. But it's not that I have 3 different personalities. It's just that I get to express myself in all forms of who I am, right? Like I am that professional individual. Like I love to be that professional individual that like helps other people. And that's the ending goal. Like I just want to help. Like the cool thing about each and every single one of these platforms is that, and everything that I'm doing is that, and this is all part of my plan. This is all part of my plan. Is that they're all helping individuals, and that's my goal. Is just to help people. So for like let's just say life insurance, like I'm helping people protect their family's future. Like life insurance is just, that is what you hear it is. It's life insurance, right? And then TikTok, I'll be completely transparent. TikTok is set up and it says, watch me become a millionaire in 5 years. And like that whole thing, the way that is set up, I'm dead fucking serious when I say that. Like I'm gonna figure it out so that way people can see like there is a way to, in order to be able to succeed in that platform, you can live what the American dream, the so-called American dream. It's gonna take work, but you can do it. Like, and then here, like, here's obviously for you guys to meet me, like for you guys to know who I am, to know the struggles and to understand the struggles. And this is a platform where like, yes, if you have MS, like I'm openly gonna fucking talk about it and talk about the struggle that I go through, right? And TikTok can still play that same game, but TikTok is more so an advantage point of people seeing like what it takes. And I'm very open on TikTok about like the money that I make. I'm open on TikTok about like the money that I am not making, like, or like the struggles that I'm going through on TikTok. Like I'm super open about all of it. And so every single one of the platforms that I'm using is all just there just to help people. And it's cool to talk about it because I knew that, but not until now did I know really in what standpoint it was that it was helping every individual. But it's cool just to let you guys know, just because for YouTube, like obviously my rant's gonna be a little bit longer so that way you guys can hear everything. Like everything that I'm doing right now, there's like one bigger picture for it. And so for those 4 people that commented on my YouTube, on like the videos, thank you. I appreciate you guys so much because you guys got me back on fucking track and back to what it is that I was supposed to be doing. Because I let YouTube down for too much when I'm supposed to be helping, I'm supposed to be contributing, supposed to be providing. So that's my fault. Because I got too wrapped up in TikTok and I got too wrapped up in protecting families' futures, baby. But that's no excuse. That's no excuse. So happy Easter if you celebrate it. If you don't, it's Sunday. So happy Sunday. But yeah, see ya.